Hello there. Good week money wise. It's been a mixture of CX work from people I know, and some ADR work. Let's see how it went. Morning everybody. It is Thursday 31st of August and the time is 6:15 in the morning, and I've been out on the road since just after 2 because I'm on the way to Edinburgh and I've got a 7 o'clock drop off. So I'm parked about 10 miles outside, just on a nice country lane, having a bit of a break before I get in. I'm going to the National Art Galleries. I've got a load of display material in the back of the van, and I've got to find my way there when I get there. I've got a number, and I believe, thanks to my Scottish agent, Neil, they do have a loading area. So hopefully that will go without a hitch. But this week, how have I done? Well, so far, it's not been too bad. I did work Monday, which was a bank holiday, and I only did the one job. And the only reason why I did that was because the wife was away with my daughter, and I was faced with either do a bit of painting in the house or find a job. So I found a job, and I got a job going from down the road from me, and it was going to the East Midlands, and it was eggs. It was 2 large pallets of eggs going to a cooperative distribution centre. Quite easy and quite well paid. Not brilliant, but reasonably well paid. I did put a bit of a premium on the price because it was a bank holiday, and I didn't think I was likely to get a job back, and I was correct. But it was nice and easy. Nice drive there, nice drive back. Traffic wasn't too bad. So that was quite straightforward. Came into Tuesday. Tuesday, I did 2 jobs. I got a job in the morning, which was from Oldham. I picked it up on the bank holiday Monday, as in got the job, and then had to call in Oldham down the road from me, collect 1 box, then go and collect the balance of the goods from Leeds, and then go to Nottingham to meet some people on site at the hospital, big hospital in Nottingham. That was, again, pretty well paid. Again, when we say well paid, this is well paid by CX standards, because these were CX jobs, so they weren't bad. And then I picked up a job in DE55, which is like Alfreton, and that went to Blackburn, which suited me because I'd already got a job booked in from a friend, someone who I know, who had a job available for me to do. And this was a well-paid job because he pays decent money. And this was picking up in the afternoon from Chorley. So the job to Blackburn really suited me. Pick up from Chorley and then deliver in the morning to Duxford in Cambridgeshire. And it was a load of solar panels and the relevant things that go with it, like batteries and all the brackets and everything like that. So I got myself down to Duxford for 8 a.m, so that was an early get up. But the engineers were late, unfortunately. They didn't turn up till 9:30. But I'd unloaded most of the stuff anyway into the front garden because the electrician turned up and gave me a lift. And then it was a matter of trying to find something to get home, and I did struggle a little bit. Decided that where I was not enough work coming out, so I thought I'd head in a bit. And I got a job from Stevenage. And it was like some electronics company. It was a long wheelbase job. And when I got there, the item was a crate. It wasn't heavy, but it was too high. It was over 2.2 meters high or something like that. Essentially, it was too high for the van. The company said that they gave all the dimensions to the shipper, but the shipper decided to dispatch a long wheelbase van. So they gave me a cancellation fee of £50 because I did have to travel a bit to get to that. And that left me trying to find another job, which I struggled to get. Everything seemed to be going down south. So I headed northwards thinking the 50 quid will cover my juice home. If I can pick something else up, that'd be great. And I did. I managed to pick up a job in Mansfield, which was going to Elland in West Yorkshire, which is not too far from me. So that was good. It wasn't brilliantly well paid, but it was all right because it a kind of back low price, but I got it for £1 a mile. So for a long wheelbase van, that's not bad. It was only 2 pallets, dead easy. Easy on, easy off. And I'd also been looking for work for the next day, i.e. today. And this job appeared going from Brighouse, which is right next to Elland, collect at 4 o'clock and deliver to Edinburgh 7 a.m. So that is what I'm doing now. And again, I put quite a strong pricing on this one because I figured I'm picking it up and then it's be anti-social hours driving. So I got £1.30 a mile, which is not the best if it's your own job, but for a CX job, I've got to say that's quite strong money, which is not saying much, I know. But by getting £1.30 a mile, it means that there's enough in that job to get me there, and if I have to come home empty, I'll still make some profit. So I'm going to be in Edinburgh tipping at 7, hopefully. And then I'll be looking for something back. Now, Neil has been on to me and offered me a bit of a part load going from just south of East Kilbride down to, towards Dumfries area. I can't remember. Lockerbie. So that would kind of pay for juice. But obviously, I'd sooner have something going back to the northwest if I can. So we'll see what happens, because I'm going to be dropping quite early, and provided there's no hitches, say half an hour, I don't think things have woken up yet. I have looked on the desktop version and I've not seen anything so far. So we'll see how it goes, but that is the week so far for me. Nothing else really to tell you, apart from my brake warning lights come on. So that means my pads are getting a bit low at the front. And I booked it in to have the pads replaced for Monday morning. So there's no real problem with it. It's no noise, nothing like it's braking fine. It's just a warning to tell you to get them done, isn't it? I did have a peek, and they do seem a little bit of meat on them there. And I could probably go a bit longer, but I'll get them done Monday, because I always like to be safe than sorry. So I shall fill you in when I finish the week and let you know how we got on. But so far, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hi everybody, how you all doing? It is now Friday. It's the 1st of September, start of the month. Got paid yesterday, so a nice lump sum came in from my old employers, for want of a better word, eh? Well, not had a peep from them. I think that ship as good as sailed now. I'm a little bit disappointed, really. I thought they would have been in touch, at least to say, you know, Dave, you know, we can't use you because, you know, we've been told it costs too much money, etc. But I did text them, didn't even get a reply, so I'm a tad disappointed in them. But hey, you've got to move on. You can't dwell on it. So and I did get a long time out of it. And what I'll do is I'll send them a text to say, listen, I understand you don't use me. Thanks for all the work, no hard feelings, and if you want to get in touch, feel free to. I'll just leave it at that. And also, between you and me, I'm not too sure if I want to go back doing it now. And the reason is this. I was enjoying the money, but I wasn't enjoying the job. And I've been working this week doing a combination of CX, work for people I know, and some ADR work. And I've not had a bad week. It's not been a bad week at all. I am, at the moment, as we speak, heading to Blackburn for what will be my last drop of the day. I'll get there just before 5 p.m. But carrying on from yesterday, I took a job up to Scotland. I had the opportunity to do a little bit of a small job for Neil and Neptune, if I could tie it in perhaps with a backload somewhere. But as it happens, I was in Edinburgh and a job came in from Galashiels, going to the borders, Dumfries. So that's not far from the border, is it? Not too far from Carlisle. And it was on there for a bit. And I thought, well, I could sit here all day. I'll bid for that because it's still early morning. And I quoted because I thought no one is going to be near that. So basically quoted £2 a mile, which is the rate you get for ADR. But I did put a note on it saying, look, I know it's an expensive quote, but I am going to have to travel from Edinburgh to pick that up and then take it on to Dumfries. And I left it at that, and they actually rang me and said, yeah, we thought we'd struggle to clear this. We will go for that. He did ask for a discount, and I politely refused, and then he just laughed and said, well, I've got to try. And he gave me the job. So I went and picked it up. It was like an electrical outlet place, going to one of their other branches. And I tell you what, the drive from there to Dumfries, what a brilliant, stunning drive that was. I loved every second of it. And then I came, as I was going, I was passing a lock. It's called St Mary's Lock, and it was beautiful with all hills surrounding it. I tell you what, I'll show you a picture, because I pulled over and took an arty picture. I thought I can use that as one of my van shots. Have a look at this. To be honest with you, that's a nice view, but the view further back would have been better, but I'd already passed those points by then, so that was the best one I could get. And I had to climb my fat ass, I had to climb up a little bit of a hill to take the picture. But it was stunning round there. The whole drive there was really nice. Now I know it's not all about the views and the drive and things like that, but you've got to take a little bit of pleasure out of this job, and I'm enjoying myself more doing this work than I was doing that multi-dropping. The multi-dropping is full on. You get in the morning, you're loading your van, you're going out with a run, and you've got to get it all delivered, and the pressure's on. Well, if you couldn't deliver it, you couldn't deliver it, but obviously you feel the pressure in yourself to deliver it. I hope you can hear me alright, by the way, because I'm driving, and sometimes when you're driving you don't get my voice going through alright, do you? I'm going to have to get myself, I'm going to continue to do this when I'm driving. This road's a bit rough, you see. I'm going to have to get myself one of those microphones like James and Toby from Firkin Freight and Neil from Neptune use, because I think it cuts out the background noise. I'll have to get one of them to send me a link so I can get one. But in the meantime, I'll listen back to this, and if I can hear it, then you'll be able to hear it. So, anyway, that aside, I took that job to Dumfries. Now I'm well happy now, because I've been well paid for the job up to Edinburgh. And then the money I got for that to go to Dumfries is, one, it's taking me southbound, and two, it's more than paid for all the juice that I've used going up there and back, and a little bit of extra money too. So I don't care now. I'm quite happy to trundle on a good day. But I headed down, I'd put a journey on, and I picked up a job in Lancaster going to Sale in Manchester. Pretty damn good. It was a small van job, and I got 90 pence a mile. Again, because Lancaster's not rife with people, is it? So sometimes you just get lucky and land. So landed on that night, made the day fantastic. But I didn't manage to get anything pre-booked in for today. I was pretty knackered because obviously it had a really early start. Then the wife had me going doing a couple of errands for her, and then because of that, and she felt sorry for me, she treated me to a pub dinner last night. And I didn't even look for work because I thought, I've not had a bad week. If I don't work today, I'm still ahead of the game. So I got up this morning. I still got up fairly early. I got up about 6:30, and I didn't really look at the feed because the van was covered in bird crap. And I thought, I am going to clean that off. So I took it down the jet wash, cleaned it off, come back to the house and decided I was going to update the VAT stuff because all the payments that come in is at the end of my quarter for VAT. So I thought I'm going to get all them boxed away and move to the reserve account ready for the accountant to tell me how much I owe them back. So I did that, and I was keeping a bit of an eye on the feed, and I picked up a job, an ADR job, luckily going from Bradford to Newcastle, NE15. So it's kind of like past the shopping centre and everything like that. Man, the traffic around there is terrible. So I dropped up there, up in the land of the White Knight Courier, our new YouTuber. Thought I might see him. I was looking out for him in that salmon t-shirt he always wears. I was going to take him and see if he wanted to get a new one. I'm only joking, Dave. I know you film everything at once. And because I'm getting an ADR rate up there, I don't really care if I get a job back, do I? I just thought, it's getting on a bit. It's you know, it's after lunch. It was about 1:30, 1:45, and a job, in the words of the Saintsman, a job popped up going from Washington to Blackburn, and it stayed on for a bit. So I thought I'd throw a bid on that then. So I threw a bid on it, and they rang me and gave it me. And this is what I am doing now. I have got a return load, not at backload money either. Well, I say not at backload money. I'll tell you what I bid. I bid £1.10, and it is a short wheelbase van job. It's got 2 Euro pallets on here, and I'm taking it to a packaging company in Blackburn, and I should get there just before 5. They told me not to sweat if I don't think I'll make it by 5, because apparently they're working all weekend, so that's all right. So another good day. So on the whole, the week has been, paying wise, a good week. I have made a lot more than my target. I've worked some long hours, some long days, I won't deny that. I've had a couple of early get-ups and late get-backs, but nothing outrageously late. I only did one little job on the bank holiday Monday, and like I say, I got some ADR work, I got some CX work, and I got some work from people who I know who give me the jobs direct, although I have put them through the CX. And the CX has sent me a little certificate again this month to say I'm in the top 5%, which is ironic since none of that work last month came off them. But I did used to put my invoices through the CX. I used to get my customer, if you like, to put the jobs on the CX and just direct to me, just for an invoicing reason, so it looks as though that I've done an absolute rake of work through the CX, when of course I hadn't. But it put me in the top 5%, but of course it was none. So that was a bit false, really, wasn't it? But they send you a nice little certificate with the cup on it, don't they? But it means jack, absolute jack. Now, if I'm going to be working on the CX a lot more, if I get one next month that says I'm in the top 5%, well, yeah, that'll mean something. But that one didn't. It meant nothing. at all. So Monday, I won't be working Monday. Or if I do work, it'll only be a little hoppy type job, because my van is in to have the brakes sorted at the front. The light is on the dash. I've done 1,000 miles since the light came on because I've been quite busy. So they're not binding or grinding or anything yet, but they are low, and I'm going to get them changed because I like to play it safe. So it's funny really, because I saw some jobs coming out for Monday that would have been nice to bid on, ADR type jobs, and I also missed out on a really tasty job for James at Freddie Fletcher, and that was going right down to, I think it's Penzance or something. Anyway, pretty far down towards Land's End, and that would have been a cracking job. But I didn't want to take the chance that if I'm going down there with all James's gear on and all of a sudden the brakes go, I'm going to let him down, aren't I? And I don't want to do that, because he's been good to me. He's given me some good work in the past, and hopefully will give me good work in the future. So I'd sooner, you know, go down and not let him down if possible. And Andy P's nicked it now anyway, because he gets where water can't. So safe journey, Andy. I hope you enjoy it, and don't break down. So that's it for this week. I am happy with this week. The CX is still difficult. Don't be fooled by the fact that I've done well into thinking that the CX must be great then, and I will buy a subscription at £2,000 a year. The best jobs I had were not, well, some of them did come for the CX, but they were ADR, so they were specialists. So not everybody could have done them. And then obviously I've had jobs that were passed on to me by people I know. I got them to put them through the CX for me, but they didn't. The work wasn't generated by the CX. It's just that from an admin point of view, that's the way it's done. So that is the week. That is this week in a nutshell, in 2 video clips. I hope that everyone else has had a decent week. I hope it's worked out well for everybody. I will have a nice long weekend and a break, put the van in, and I'll be back raring to go on Tuesday, because we've got rehearsing for the band on Monday evening. That's kind of set in stone really. I don't want to let them down, so I'm not going to get tied up with any long jobs, but I'll be ready to go from Tuesday onwards, and we'll see how we do. Have a great weekend, everybody. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It does help. If you give us a thumbs up like that, that helps the channel too. If you think this channel is useful to you, subscribe to it. It costs you nothing at all. And I will see you all very soon.